fellow friends, subscribers, anglers, creators, YouTubers. What's going on? Welcome back into the channel. Welcome back to MBPFishing. Welcome back in, folks. Yep, I figured it's about time to try something a little different. Gonna cast around a few artificials today. See what's in at our local pond. Alright, here we are, folks. I will put that down and let's take a few casts. Got a little micro crankbait on here and a little spinnerbait. Perfect summertime artificial. Yeah, this I believe was donated by Steve Turner. Little crankbait. Take a few casts, see if there's anything hitting around here. Might try a bottom bouncer as the gets hotter out here, but I think this little micro crankbait is a pretty good bet for getting skunk off the board. We're just gonna be kind of bouncing that along the edge of these rocks down here, and little sticks and stuff, seeing if reel that right down on the bottom and just kind of start bouncing that in. Feel that bottom as we go. Got a rock. Get off. Get off. Every once in a while you're going to get your little micro crankbaits or crankbaits, whatever, snagged in the rock. It happens. You have some worms with me, we can do some bait fishing a little later on. Also got a little mini spinnerbait on, a little micro crankbait. This should work. Just gotta figure out what depth and what speed they want to hit the bait. This little like 2 to 3 foot diving crankbait. Pretty good size for this lake. I forgot, if you're starting with these crankbaits, you gotta, with any lure, you wanna start off as fast as you can and start working your way slower. You guys notice this is a spot we tried with Florida. We're not going to stay in a single spot for very long today. Bass fishing, artificials especially, you gotta keep moving around. A lot of shad working up and down here right now. And bouncing that bottom. Even with that little like 2 foot deep crankbait. Alright, let's take a couple of casts with that spinnerbait and I'm going to kick that shaft before we move on. I think this is our best bet for now. These 2 techniques. And you guys know I love my little micro spinnerbaits. I got to get them hooked up right. The trailer's got to be straight on there. Like the leg. What's that? Like 3. Pretty good. Why don't we keep running straight? Lake fishing's a little different than river fishing, where they're all stacked up into one spot. We only have 4 or 5 fish in each spot, and it just depends upon whether or not these fish have been fished for, whether they fed up heavily in this spot. Alright, let's check that chat, see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see, Danny, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Werewolf's in the house. Hi, Werewolf. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Werewolf says hi, Danny. Let's see. No, we haven't caught anything. We're just getting started. Let's see, Diamond, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. And we're fishing at Fairgrounds Park right now. And we are fishing at Fairgrounds Park. Let's see, Ray Knight, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on, my friend? Let's see. Yes, sirree. Let's see. Saving Orp, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see. Diamond says, I can't fish today. I got some grown-up stuff to take care of, but I would love to go soon. Where is he now? Yeah, we're at Fairgrounds. At Fairgrounds Park. Let's see. Aiden, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's see. Aiden says, bless you. Let's see. Danny says, I know, but Scotty, yeah, I'm staying out of that stuff right now. Let's see. Dirty 30, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Danny says, let's see. Diamond is, don't know where he is at. Yeah, we're at Fairgrounds Park. Let's see. I've got you. Let's see, Diamond says Orp. Let's see, Durney says, hey, Danny. Let's see. Danny says, Bay 8, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Durney says Orp. Kissy emojis. Let's see, Sabin says Yoshi, what's going on? Yoshi, thank you for coming in, my friend. Let me check BRB. Let's see. I'm sure Bouncer. Yeah, I'm not getting into it. Let's see. Randy Rhino, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's see. Jay Pezzi, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Let me leave a quick comment on a short and sub up. Here we go. Where did I miss out in chat here? Boy, that just bumped me way the heck back, didn't it? Boy. Oh, we are back in chat. There we are, Jay Pezzi. Let's see. Nate, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Ashley's in the house. What's going on, Ashley? Let's see. Yeah, I guess you can. I just subbed up and left a comment on a short, Jay. Let's see, Nate, fishing gone here. Let's see, Bruce, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. What's going on, my friend? Let's see, Rags to Riches, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And Mrs. Scooter's in the house. What's going on, Mrs. Scooter? Thank you for coming in. And see, Justin Case, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. All right, I think we are caught up with chat. Yep, I miss Bay. All right, let's just set this up. Let's see, Doran, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And NJ Guard is in the house. What's going on, NJ Guard? And Mainly Off the Grid is in again. What's going on, Mainly Off the Grid? Thank you for coming in. Let's see, 39 people in, 21 thumbs up. Let's get this camera moved over here so we can get to a... Because this spot's heavily hit, but this spot right over to the right over here, we're going to be moving around today. Artificials, primarily. We do have bait, but for the most part, we're going to be using artificials. Let me just reset this camera real quick. All right, looks good. Just takes a second to reset that camera so we can get to a new spot. I got on one of Steve Turner donated this to me in one of his bags. It's a little like micro crankbait, like a 1/8 ounce. She's about 2 to 4 feet diver, and that's about all the depth we have in this lake for the most part. I think it's our best bet to catch fish on some artificial today. Definitely feels like there's some more storms around. I don't want to bring that concept up again because we've been getting hit hard by storms around the city right now. Every single day it seems to rain at one time or another. I do still have about maybe 40 or 50 worms on me, so if worst comes to worst, we can always stop somewhere and do some bait fishing. Got a rock. It happens. No matter how good you are with a crankbait, you're probably going to get snagged at one time or another. Go out a little bit deeper, do a little running out there deep. It's hard to go out here deep because there's so much crap on the bottom. Cast with this crankbait, and I'll put some spinnerbait on for 5. A little bit. Start pulling them down a little bit, I guess. Now if I put a little crappie jig or something on, I'm going to get strikes in the cast. The majority of all those bluegill and green sunfish. Crankbait's got little itty bitty treble hooks on her, so we've got to make sure to put her up every single time. That way it doesn't get tangled around itself. Spend 20 minutes on doing it. Just patience. You gotta take your time to work the shore line. A little bit of algae on there. All right. I said we can always put worm on or something. Let's do have some worms. Nipping at it. Sure. like a little bitty baby bass. Real baby here. One more cast and we will check that cat. About as far as I can get with that little 28 ounce center. Alright, check that chat. See what's going on. And you guys know that unless I'm in the shade, I can't really see this stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Bay and Yoshi. Let's see. John, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Sandy, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Scooter is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for coming in. And Jay Fishing is in the house. What's going on? Hi, Jay. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. G Bro. What is going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. G Bro says, and Oregon. It's hard enough just to read the chat when you're doing this, cause let's see, Kevin, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, why are we fishing? What for today? Let's see. Artificials, we are fishing for either bass, green sunfish, bluegill, crappie. See right now what's going on. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's see, Dave, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. All right, let's tell you what. This spot's getting a little crowded here. Let's move down to the that other spot down there. Just move a little bit farther down, folks. It's going to take us a minute or two to switch up. I was expecting to fish this for a few minutes, but I have people coming down around top. So, I guess we'll be moving. I guess we'll be moving over here, folks. We're going to move to the edge of this shade line. Yeah, the only way we're going to find some actively feeding bass in this lake is to keep on moving. Yeah, we're just going to move right to the edge of this shade line right here. And we've got an abnormal bank surface here, so I got to reset the camera tripod and everything. All right. All right, let me go get my scooter and my backpack. Always stop and fish with bait here for a while, but I've got worms. That did not sound right. The worms you use for bait. I mean, not the other kind. Let's see, Rodney, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And let's see, Pearl, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, great fishing spot. Yeah, there are some awesome areas in this lake. And see, Andy, what's going on? MVP with the classic hook set position. Ah, boy. Alright, did I miss anyone in chat? Let's see. Backyard Bun, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And Kevin, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. And Chris is in the house. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for coming in, my friend. And let's see, Dave is here. What's going on, Dave? Thank you for coming in. Let's see, Diamond says, I'm Diamond. How are you, darling? We've chat plenty of times, Diamond. I know you live right around here somewhere. I read your chat. You know, you were, doing some grown-up stuff today. Hope to be out on the water with you soon, my friend. Let's see, Tommy, what's going on? Tommy Stamina, thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Tommy says, Danny, brother. Oh, cleaning, dang, I'm sorry. I am so, yeah, I'm a bit back to fishing. I hate cleaning. I like cooking. I like, hunting, fishing, working, but, ooh, I hate cleaning. No, I don't mind, cleaning, up stuff. It's just dusting and palette. Oh, God. Let's see, Glenn, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Sending. Yeah, I read it. Let's see, Country Girl, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I got your email. Let's see, thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, fish already. And let's see, Burkitts, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Really can't stand cleaning. Yeah, tedious, and yeah, it's just, you clean it, and tomorrow's gonna be the same dang way. Let's see, Pearl, let's go. All right, let's get to some fishing, folks. I'm interested in these spots. These little guys down here, these little shade lines, they can hold some big ones. I should probably put on a little bigger crankbait, but I wanna kill that skunk. And I don't want to have to resort to a crappie jig to do it. I want to catch something on something else. You guys have ever fished cotton, you'll know a cottonseed's the nemesis of every fisherman in the world. Stuff is just horrible. freaking day to keep doing more than one. I've only gotten 2 out of 3 of the treble that's out. The third one's still wrapped around this line. Yeah, this isn't even snagged on anything. It's just a big gob of monofilm. Please, folks, take your dang monofilament home. Not only is it a nuisance to other anglers and dangerous to waterfowl, to pretty much all animals out here. Only takes you a second. There are plenty of trash cans around the lake. I'm getting it, folks. Don't worry, I'm getting it. Finally. Let me go throw this in the garbage over here. There are trash cans all over this lake. There's no reason to be throwing that crap in the water. All right, let's get back to some fishing, folks. Back to fishing after I bend my hooks back in place. I bent a couple hooks out of it, just trying to get that out. All right, we're back out again, folks. Not that. Obviously, you don't get these things the second time. Cast that spinnerbait, now come check that shaft. Something bit me out here already. Well, I got bit by something. I've gotten a One striker, missed it, but haven't caught any fish yet. Just gotta be patient, folks. Artificials, you gotta find some active fish. Bait, you can pretty much just put it there and let it sit there and wait for the fish to come. But artificials, you gotta make it last for it. You gotta find some fish. Backlash there. Got it out. One more cast. First day, the middle of the day, 90 something degrees. Alright, let's check that chat. Sorry about taking so long, but when you have to dig out a lure from someone's gob monofilament, they lay by the Montlang. Well, that's what happens. Let's see, Country Grill says hey, and let's see. Let's see. What got a fish, dude? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate you. What's going on, my friend? Let's see, Barbie, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What's going on? Let's see, St. Louis Brick is legendary. Yes, there's a lot of people that gather up. That's done with that. Let's see, Stuart, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Barbie says that looks like a pond. This is actually a lake. So this is Fairgrounds Park. This lake goes for about maybe 7 or 8 football fields long, but she's only about maybe a football field wide. So she's a very, very long lake. Let's see, 31 people in, 68 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see, Kevin says hi. Let's see, got frogs, what's going on? Catch anything? It's hot yes, sirree. We have one pretty good strike there on a little micro crankbait. I think it was a bass about maybe a pound and a half. Let's see, Outdoors with Den, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Glenn says I miss fishing in the ocean. I've never gotten to try fishing in the ocean. Now I fished the the shorelines, the coast, and a couple spots, but I've never actually gotten to fish in the ocean. Let's see, 315 Gamer, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. All right, let's get, I guess we can move down just a little bit further down here. We did have one strike there. I saw what probably was a bass about a pound and a half come up and just smash at that little micro crank, but I didn't seem to hook him. I don't know why. Should have hooked the sucker. Yep, there's one. Check it out. Yeah, that was probably it. That was about a pound and a half. Ooh, that's interesting. He's in really shallow. That little sucker was in real shallow. Alright, that looks like a good little spot right there. All right, let me go get our gear. I might try a bottom bounce here eventually. I do have some claw on creature baits, and that's not what I wanted to do, was to take that crankbait and have it tangle all over the tip again. Alright. You guys know you gotta kind of work your way around when you're fishing for bass. That my main backpack is going to be too heavy for the scooter. It's going to knock it down. So, oh well. Today we're trying a little. See if I can get this out of here now. That's why you wrap this up every time you move, rather than do that. Yes, we're using a little, like a micro crankbait, 2 to 4 feet deep. This little guy right here. And we've also got on a little mini Colorado spinnerbait. I know cast out there deeper, where chances are you're not going to get anything out there deeper. There's nothing out there. All the structure is in right by the bank. Fish, it's just a hook. Dang it. I felt something pull back. I thought it was a rock or something until I felt it pull back. Why? Fight, man. Close, but I'll try it. Try it. back. Let's take a couple casts with spinnerbait, and we will check that chat again. I don't know about a little shallow over there. So, yeah. Water's kind of tingy, a little bit of breeze. I figure a little willow leaf would work better than a little Colorado would work better than a willow leaf. Alright, let's check that chat. See what's going on. And I'll go to that again. I hate it when it does that. And it makes me reset the chat again. Gonna make me reset that chat again, so I don't know where the heck I was. Oh boy. Let's see, gamer. Let's see, gets frogs, and let's see. Lil, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Bob's in the house. What's going on, anything? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, hey Jay Fishing. And as a Barbara says, hi Mike. Let's see, Brandy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. See, Danny says, Mike, I told Turner that you could give some fishing lessons. I'm not gonna say anything on that one, Danny. You ain't gonna get me on that one. Let's see, Backyard, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friend? Let's see, Bart, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Let's see, Brandy says, Danny. Let's see, Brandy. Boy, let's see, Russ, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Russ says, hey, MVP. Yeah, you ain't getting me on that one, Danny. Nope, not gonna happen, buddy. Nope. He's about, yeah. All right, let's move down, folks. That's exactly what we're gonna do, is we're gonna keep moving to the length of our casts. And as it gets hotter, I might switch to a bottom bouncer here eventually, but for now, I think we're good with a little micro crankbait. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Let me go get our stuff. All right, folks, we're back. There ain't nowhere to put this thing on. Let's put it right back here. All right. Yeah, I can see that tree sticking out right there. So really don't want to get my crankbait snagged. Yeah, Mr. Birdie's out there, that big eatery. He knows where to get some fish. Bouncing off the edge of that tree. Crankbait's messed up. There it goes. Nothing popped. What's that? I saw the tree over there. Almost seems like a day for topwater, but I don't know. It's been kind of sluggish on topwaters this year. That just that bass behind you. That one I had hooked, he just obliterated something over there. See what? It might be a day for topwater. That's the second or third bass I've seen hit the surface. You can put down something that I'm actually having some strikes on. I can put this on my bait caster. It doesn't cast as good. Let's try that. Got something. What did you get? And looks like you got a shad. That was a pop. Dang. Do it a second time. Fly. Man, I hate it when they hit it. Don't hit it a second time. Got another tree that time. Little stick. Little daggone stick. Alright, a couple more casts with this and I'll come check that chat, folks. Right where that bass was. Yeah, they stocked some tiny little catfish in right now. You guys think those catfish I was catching down on the river were small? The ones I was getting down there, the ones that were fitting me were bigger than the ones that were getting. The ones they stocked was big. Alright, check that chat. See what's going on. And look what it wants to do. It wants to go to TikTok again. Why do they put stuff into phones that whenever you turn them on, it goes straight to TikTok, no matter if it's downloaded or not? I don't get that. See, Cornbread, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see. Caleb is in the house. What's going on, Caleb? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friend? Let's see. Glenn says, yep. That was both. That's an egret, and the other one over there was a heron. So there were both of them over there. Let's see. Caleb says hi. Let's see. Outdoors with Den says hi, Danny. Let's see. Havoc, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's see. Bart, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. Backyard fishing. All right, we are caught up with Chad again. Let's see, Tommy Stamina. Let's see. And he says, Caleb, we asked for mod if it's your first time in. Yep, just give it a couple times, Caleb. I will get to that wrench just as soon as you've been in for a few times. I'm pretty open with giving out wrenches, but I like to be at least a little safe about it. Yep, see there's the egret right there. There's the heron over there. Yeah, that's a nighthawk over there. The one with the bluish color. Yeah, pretty cool birds. They do a lot better fishing than I do. Oh, it just got like sticky as heck out here right now, folks. Amazing, anything wants to hit in this stuff. Let's get our gear. I'll be right back. Up. Here's the sun died. It got hot, really hot now. That humidity as high as it is, man, it got hot out here, folks. It definitely got hot out here. bottom bouncer on one of these rods. With the humidity just went up as high as it is right now. I'm just putting everything down. Bottom again. That's how it's only about maybe 3 or 4 feet deep in the majority of this lake. Even though it's that shallow, there's some big bass in it. Get a little sucker bill. Look at that. After right there. Bouncing around in trees for a while. We're gonna hit one. Spinnerbait, I've only got one little spike on it. I think we're going to switch this one up to a bottom bouncer. Right back. If I find something that's, chasing shad or something, I want a shad imitator. That line up. Good. Good. Carp just jumped in the middle of the lake out there. But we can always switch to worm and stuff, folks, if all else fails. I think this little creature bait might work. I got a lot more options with this one. I can hook right like a full surface bait. I can bounce it on the bottom. Not actually the best with the spinning combo, well, with the bait cast. It's actually better with spinning combo. Just because I can get a better cast. Let's move, folks, and I'll check that jam. I think we're going to go probably right at the edge there, right at the part of those reeds. I think our next spot's going to be right over here, right by the edge of these reeds. This is the way bass fishing is, folks. You just gotta take your dang time, work every spot, keep your mindset that you're gonna catch a fish in every single spot. And if you don't, chances are you're gonna miss one. All right. And it wants me to reset again. I hate that. If I don't turn the cell phone off, I'll drain the battery on the battery extender, so I have to... Say, Crispy, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Venus is in the house. What's going on, Venus? Thank you for coming in. Hey, it's a public park. I can do what I want. Besides, I was here first. Let's see. Rainbow, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see. Saint says, humid. Yep, it's definitely humid out here. Let's see. PR says, hey, Rainbow. Let's see. Rainbow says, hey, MBP, just came in to say hi before I hope you well. Awesome. I appreciate that, my friend. Welcome into the channel. Let's see. Yep, humidity sucks. It definitely does. Alright, I think I'm caught up with chat. Let's see. See, Stuart, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Alex, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friends? Let's see, 12 people in and 84 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Alright, let's go get our scooter and we'll get back to the fishing. We switched to a little micro crankbait, and they bottom bouncer now. Another two perfect techniques for hot summer humid weather. I'm in some pretty gnarly structure. I want to make sure that little creature bait is buried in the plastic. It's just a small amount. Bottom bouncer is a very subtle technique, so I'm kind of casting her for thunder. There's a lot of little trees and laydowns from that tornado. Should be starting to get good. Just got to work these guys. Hello, Froggy. Oh, yeah. Thunder. More friggin' thunder. Boy, that's a pop-up storm over there. See what, we might be heading for some protected zone here soon enough. I'm not killing the feed down here. I can get out of the rain. Fine, get off me, sucker. Crankbait. I gotta watch my stuff down here. People like to drive over your equipment without stopping. Reason why I kind of wanted this one on the spinning combo, because I can still bomb that little crankbait around. Trees bouncing over it. Take a cast back this direction. I can still work it over these trees over here. Just got to be very, very safe about it. Take one more cast out here deep, and we'll move it. I'll check that chat again. One is deeper than that. What the heck? Yeah, that's a big storm. That's Adam. Dang it, just had that one hooked. try that one more time. Yeah, if you guys hear that thunder, there's a rainbow behind you guys. Because the sun is glaring and there's rain that way. Alright. Move her again, folks. We're gonna move right on the other side. Get you guys in the shade here. Boy, I can check that chat pretty good. I already moved the scooter up that way so I don't have to move it. Man, it's impressed when you know there's like 7-8 pound largemouth in the lake and a lot of pound and 2 pound fish, and you can't get any suckers to hit. All right, looks pretty good. Make sure we're not on the butt. No, we're not. Sometimes that'll slide down on you. Let's see. Danny says, Coffee Cake, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Coffee Cake. Appreciate you. What's going on, my friend? And Larry is in the house. What's going on, Larry? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's see. Ice Cold is in the house. What's going on, Ice Cold? And let's see. And Stuart's still in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. King Jason, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Coffee, Ice Cold says hi. And Grey Wolf is in the house. What's going on, Grey Wolf? Appreciate it. What's going on, my friend? Let's see. Chris is in. What's going on, Chris? Chris Thielen. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see. Noah Kamer. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And Raspberry's in the house. What's going on, Raspberry? Thank you for coming in. People don't like to give you a freaking inch down here, do they? Oh. Let's see. PR says, hey, Raspberry. Let's see. Glenn says, it sounds like dogs fighting. Yeah, that thunder in the background. It's getting closer and closer. All right, did I miss anyone here in chat? All right, I think we're good. I think we are good. That don't sound good, folks. Don't sound good at all. It's been raining every friggin' day down here, every day. Hard pressed to get a couple hour live feed when it won't go but an hour and a half, 2 hours without raining. Midday. I mean, dawn's usually okay. Right around dark is usually okay, but midday, it's like freaking raining every single day. Shad just come up from the surface, ate a piece of cottonseed. Sure, I could put a crappie jig on, worm or something here. Definitely get the fish. I'll try bass. Bass, big old green sunfish, big old long ears. Yeah, you know it, there's a storm coming because just cooled off. Luckily, on our scooter, we're only about 45 seconds to a protected zone. So, in this lake, you fish right up to when it starts pouring down rain on your butt. Now, your gear and stuff does not like even your flight in a rain. You guys wonder why I've been fishing the river recently, because I know how tough this lake can be during the dead of summer. It's too shallow. It's especially with they got the fountains off in this lake too for some stupid reason. They got the bubblers out in the lake, stocking 2,000 catfish every 2 weeks. Yeah, and no fountain to keep the water flowing and moving. I know the bubblers are only in this part of the lake. The rest of the lake hasn't got any. Usually I'm down there catching the heck out of them crappie right by that fountain, but they got the fountain turned off for some stupid reason this year. Now, the water's really low. I'm standing on rocks that are usually underwater. And looks like here comes our first police helicopter. Right over the cell phone. One more cast with this one. I'll come check that chat before we move, okay? Oh, like little guys. Always seems like the fish that you can hit are always smaller. Capable of getting that lure. Alright, let's check that chat. See what's going on. I think we're gonna move around this guy. The other side of that tree over there. And there it goes again, making me want to reset. So I've missed my spot in chat. Let's see, Coffee says, hey, Gray. And let's see, Stuart says, hi, Gray Wolf. Let's see, Weston, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Preston says, hi. Let's see. No, we haven't caught anything as of yet. Let's see, Raspberry says, hey, PR. And let's see, she's starting to drizzle rain. rain right now as we speak. Let's see, Steven, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Chris says, hey, Ice, how are you? That's the Dutchies are in the house again. Oh, boy. We're going to have to check this one. Let's see. But new, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's see, Chris says, yep, I got that part. Let's see, Danny says, he was there yesterday. Yeah, we were down at the river yesterday. Let's see, Shane says, Mike, do you ever fish the Missouri River? No, we were down on the Mississippi the other day. We did not get to the Missouri because it's just a little bit out of my scooter range, in which case I do not want to get down to a spot, then on my way back have to stop and charge the sucker back up at a gas station about 3/4 of the way back home. But Columbia Bottoms is probably the closest place to the Missouri River. It's about a 25-minute ride. 25 to 35 minutes, depending upon the wind behind me. This thing actually, it's okay if it's a still day, but you got 20-mile-per-hour winds in your face. Yeah, you can burn a battery up. You can definitely burn a battery up with that wind in your face. Let's see. Shane says, I got you. Alright, we are going to... Come on. Turn on the pool sucker. We got to move around this guy over here. Put that up. That is up. Alrighty. Make sure this is just a little bit. And that's what happens whenever I try to go with the cell phone. It wants to do whatever it wants to do. And you guys just turned upside down on me. And it loosened itself up completely. It spun around in a 360-degree angle, the tripod. Oh, boy. Hang on, folks. I had to tighten that down. Even though it was tight. It just loosened up on its own. All right. Another reason why I never take them both. Take the rod and the... Oh, dang it. Press the button. Shoot. That's why you need to keep the scooter off, too. Even though the scooter tries to lock up gears when it's off. Yeah, that's the storms, folks. Sam? That's right behind us, coming right for us. So, we do have a protected zone on the way. It's pretty good. Have to go around this line too. I guess we'll go underneath my favorite shade tree over here. Hello. Yeah, Thursday in the middle of the week, 95-degree plus temperatures, and everyone is out fishing. Okay. I'm doing it because it's a living for me. It's way of life. It's a frame of mind. It's all right. It's an addiction. All right, just say, yeah. I love fish. I love it. 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 All right, Scooter, sit down. All right. All right. Now, like way too many people out here fishing right now for the weather conditions and just way too many people out here right now. The way everything is. Just went off my own application. Just all right. There we go. And we are back now. Let's see. Steven says, "Is this a reservoir?" No, this is a lake called Fairgrounds Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, it's a cool little park right down here in the middle of North St. Louis. It's a beautiful little pond. Well, I'm going to call it a lake, actually, because it's several football fields long, so I'm going to definitely call it a lake. Just kind of try to get that camera set up just right. Let's see, Chris says, already, yes, the Duchesses are in the house again. Oh, boy. Let's see. Shane says, yep, fishing is therapy. Therapy, therapy, therapy. All right, let's get back to some fishing, folks. Let's get back to some fishing. This is when I would like to have this on my spinning combo. Cast these daggone trees. That sounds good. Yeah, this water is real low right now, and yet we don't have a fountain. Only got the bubbler in the middle of the lake. This lake is already shallow enough. Taking 2 feet out of the water line because they don't want to turn a fountain on doesn't make any sense to me. Even with the spinning combo, I'm going to have a hard time casting. Looks like it might be day for a crappie dig. I don't know. I can always put a worm on with a bobber and I can catch fish every dang cast down here, but I would much rather catch some bass. Bass, big old green sunfish, some other species of fish. I gotta move the camera a little bit. Got to move the camera down a little bit. These are cool little spots, but I don't know. It depends upon how many times people have been cast netting them and how much people have been fishing them. I know people don't fish for bass, but they do put cast nets in here, which kind of hooks the bass, and you know they do get caught. Cast net bass do get caught in cast nets, by the way. Shame. Well, Santa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Chef, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Steve's in the house. What's going on, Crappie Magic? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Danny says hi, Turner, and Crappie Matt says hi, Danny. Let's see, 21 people in, 99 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We are so close to breaking the 100 barrier. And as you know, Steve, you might not have seen it. I've got one on one of your little micro crankbaits you sent me. I don't know who sent this to you, but if you made it, we've got a couple nice strikes on it. We've had one fish hooked and popped off, and I walked down by it, walked by like a pound and a half largemouth. Oh well. And here comes the rain, folks. We may be running over there. It looks like we're going to be running over the protected zone, folks. We're going to be running for the protected zone. It's going to get bad here quick. I'm going to have to put you guys in the backpack here, because I cannot carry a cell phone on a tripod. You guys are going to have to set back to the backpack for just a minute till I get over here. About this, folks. Only way to go. Get us over here quick. We'll be over there in just a minute or two. All right. Get this dang tripod out of the way of my hand so I can get a nice clear grip here of the throttle. Alright, there we go, folks. We got a good grip of the... Hang on, we are moving. We're moving awfully fast, about 15-20 miles per hour. I got them on medium speed. Sorry about this, Steve. Ow, trouble hook. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, what's going on? Not much. I'm running over this protection spot till this rain stops. So I'm running over to the spot over here to get out of the rain till it stops. Alright. Sorry, I had to say hello to somebody. Alright, there we go again. Almost there. Alright, we're here, folks. Mind your P's and Q's. Get my scooter in here, I'll get you out of the backpack and set you up for the nice rainstorm. You know, with me, my luck is always the same. As soon as I move to a spot to stay out of the rain stops. Alright, that was a pretty good setup. Alright, let's get you guys out of the backpack here. Sorry about the trip. Hope it wasn't too bumpy. Alright. There you go. Alright, we're back, folks. Alright, this chat is frozen, I don't know why. Alright, here we are, folks. Yep, we ran over to the protected zone. Yeah, my main chat's frozen, but on my cell phone looks fine. Let's see, Crappie Man with the, I'm not sure what kind of emojis those are. Let's see, Chris, of course, it's Tommy. And of course it stops raining. Duh. The moment I get out of the daggone rain, it stops raining. Let's see, nobody really, yep, nobody no bites so far. Yeah, nobody bite me while you're in my backpack. Thank you for that, Danny. Thank you for telling them that. Let's see, TTT, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. I guess it's not gonna friggin' rain. I mean, just... Or... Yeah, I don't mind getting wet. It's just I don't like my camera gear getting wet. It's just raining enough to our camera gear to get wet. And I don't like my camera gear to get wet. I suppose if it's just drizzling out here, now a thunderbolt or a lightning, and we're going to see what's going on. Yeah, I just don't like my camera gear to get wet, unfortunately. That's what usually happens. You wind up ruining your cell phone because you want to set out in a little bit of rain. It ain't worth the effort. Ain't worth the daggone effort. Alright, let's try some more fishing over here. That cell phone just will not turn off, will it? Right, there it is. We gotta do this or it'll get wrapped up, man. I fish in friggin' 3 inches of rain, a sideways rain. It's just the camera's taking nowadays. Cell phones, 5 minutes out in the rain, you've got your cell phone running. side. That's like too many people for the 6-inch channel catfish I saw stocked in this lake. They must have stocked 2,000 little channel catfish about 6 inches long. The other day in the middle of a rainstorm. Yeah, this stupid chat is frozen. If that one is not. Alright, there we go. And this dude just keeps going from side to side. He wasn't fishing on that one side, so he goes out there and casts over the spot. Then comes over here and does the same thing on this side. I ain't fishing for the same species of fish he's fishing for. Alright, we're back. Cast with that crankbait. Let's take a couple casts with that crankbait. 5 minutes of your time, right, folks? No sense wasting destroying your cell phone just because you want to sit out in the rain. People don't realize the majority of Android cell phones are not waterproof. Water resistant is not waterproof, by the way. Alright. We're back in the protected zone again, folks. You guys can enjoy the nice rain coming down. I'm happy you just got some entertainment with the rain coming down. Oh, good googly. I kid you not, that one guy on our bridge, twice. I went to one side, he cast it over my line, so I went to the other side. Guess what? He went over the other side and cast over my line. Whatever. Like I said, they'll worry about why their cell phone breaks in a month, and turns out it's probably because, oh yeah, I was fishing in the rain for 3 hours the other day. I wonder why my cell phone died. Does give me a minute to stop here and chat with you folks. Really, the 6 won't press. All right, there we go. Cell phone's back on, back up. And it's going to make me reset again. Let's see, Chris says, hope so, Tommy. Always watching you. Let's see, paranormal. Well, no, let's see. Norm. Norm Mary. Norma Ray. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friend? And now it's going to be sunny and hot and raining. This is what it did down here on the river yesterday. It was raining like 2 inches of rain, and it was sunny out. He was griping about because he wanted to fish both sides of the river. I wanted to fish both sides of the bridge, and I went to one side, so he went over there. So I went to the other side, so he went over there. And now he's happy because he thinks he chased me off. He wants that. I hear people arguing all over the lake right now trying to get spots for 6-inch channel catfish. Whatever. I'm not even fishing for channel cat right now. Steve, what's going on? Steve C. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Get the Net Fishing. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friends? Yeah, we're just waiting for the rain to pass by. Yeah, I've been hit by lightning once in my life, and it is not fun. But not love streaming. Yep. Not love streaming. Yeah, whipped cream. Oh boy. With mayonnaise? Ew. Gross. By the way, letting the dog out. I hope that's not an analogy. I hope he really means he's letting his dog out. Oh boy. Oh. Let's see. Awesome Fishing Man, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see. Shane says, Tommy, are you from Holland? Chris says, yes, he is. I don't like either of other people's chats. That's the reason why I didn't say anything. But it's your butt if Tommy, because he's a main mod. All right, let's get back out here, folks. I think we're ready to go again. I think we're ready to get out of here for a while. We can always come back again if things get too bad. We're going to have rain and sunshine. This is going to be fun. Oh, boy. This is going to be fun, 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 fun. Ouch. We had to skip a decent chunk of the lake because we had to run for protected zone in the rain. We're back out here, folks. I don't see fish. I just see a floating bobber. Oh, I see it now. Everyone's got to fish some spots. Yeah, we'll go around. That's not even the best spot. The best spot's not even tree. It doesn't matter if you fish beside the best spot. Oh, it's a good little spot to set our scooter. Alrighty. Yeah, we usually don't come at it from this angle. We usually come at it from the other angle. Hey, see? No fountain. That thing's usually on in late June. Alright. See, I think we should probably start. There's just a stringer setting here. And again, with no fishing rods, just a bobber setting here. I mean, you can't claim a spot by putting a stringer in a location. All right, looks good. Looks good to me. How low in water is you can stand? It's usually water up to my knees location. hit, but he dropped it. That looked like a little green sunfish. Not a little green sunfish, maybe about a half-pound green sunfish. A little bit of algae on there. No. Isn't it wonderful when it's raining and the sun is out at the same time? Well, you can't bang on the rocks in this place because there's just a little layer of algae. Especially since there's no moving current because they don't want to turn the mountain on. Alright, I'm kicking that stuff off. Might be about time to break out a crappie jig. We're going to try one more spot here before I switch up gears again. We're going to have to go even more micro size. A little crappie jig or something down here. I'm sure I can put worm on here and get bites. But I just brought that down here as an emergency just in case everything else fails. You guys start freezing again. Wonder why I like fishing the rivers. Again. I've got a strike on some bottom bouncer, except for a little bluegill and green sunfish. About time to change up again. A little smaller, even a little crappie jig or something. Let's see if I can find one in here. Might as well check that chat while I'm here. Assuming I can in this drizzle rain. It makes it just so your cell phones don't want to work because they get water on screens and you cannot press them. Let's see, Ash, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. And LJH Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. See, Teresa's in the house. What's going on, Teresa? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Thomas, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Let's see, yep. Hi, Teresa. Let's see. Let's see, Chris says hello, Teresa. Alright. Let's see. 25 people in, 112 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that, my friends. Yeah, we're gonna micro size even more. On this one particular rod, we're gonna leave the crankbait on that one. But we're gonna go to a little crappie jig on this one. Assuming I can find one of these little suckers in here. I ain't got many of them left. I use these things up really quickly, unfortunately. And that looks like it's it right there. Got lucky. Got lucky. You'll be able to catch something on this dang thing at least. A lot of people fishing out here, folks, right now, making it very, very difficult to fish. I don't mind the heat, the weather, and everything else. And this little lake, this much fishing pressure just makes it very, very difficult to catch anything. Anything of any consequence. I mean, I could catch like 30 little channel catfish out here. I can do that down on the river and be in peace. If I'm going to come down here, I'm going to fish for something different. Something like bass and crappie, and bluegill, green sunfish. Alright. That's the hard part of getting this thing rigged up, is taking that line through the eyelid. That can be incredibly difficult when you have only one halfway working eye. The other one don't work for diddly bunkus. I can see lights and shapes. That's about it. Been like that all my life, so. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? My lighter go. that thing's still on. I hate it when it does that. I turned this off. I pressed the button and it didn't turn itself off. Gotta trim up this line here real quick and do some fishing again. Melt the soft plastic just want to get that line trimmed. I don't like hitting way too much. That's good. That's good. That'll work. Staying on there right. Still got a ton of rain and storms around. Soft plastic required a little bit of work. Right around the edge of that tank. I can't see where the stuff is because there's no current right now. It's stupid. I might have lost my only dang crappie jig. Well, I got caught the cast net. Another cast net. Didn't lose it, but stupid cast net bent my hook out. Another reason why they don't want to use cast nets in lakes. Get that hook back. That's a plastic shot. What should I try in here? Something small. Something. Let's see. Try a little pink color. Try a little pink guy. Kind of look almost like a little baby shad. Might be a little bit too big for the, too small for the crappie jig. I could put worm on this crappie jig very quickly and get fish. Much rather try to get them on artificial. All right. Back to fishing, folks. What, it might be about time to break down and use a worm. Might be about time to break down and use a worm. What do you think, folks? Even that little crappie jig ain't bluegill stuff out here right now. Water oxygen level must be so low back here. They're eating crap. They don't want to chase at anything. You guys know I usually work that around those edges and get torn up by little bluegill. I'm even in them guys down here right now. Alright, I think it's time to break out the old worms, folks. It's time. Whatever time I've been fishing. That down. I'm back in here. And I just remembered about my battery extender. My cell phone's been going this entire time without a charger on it. Oops. That battery's probably dang near dead. I can't see it. Can't see it, but it looks pretty low. Shit extender. Yeah, she was down to like 14%. Jeez. Oops, that was my mistake, folks. I forgot to put the battery extender in. Most of our worms are trying to die out here in the heat. In every shade spot in this lake, within 10 feet, somebody is taken. So, we're fishing out in the This still is one of Steve Turner's jig heads, so at least I'm using something with it. At least I had a bite. At least I had a bite. part of it landed over there. Fell off. All our little red ones died again. I think I was out to eat that much. And here comes some more rain. It's the kind of temperatures where it just won't make up its mind whether it wants to be cloudy or sunny and rainy. Jumping between them. Still stinking one hit one on it right now. There's some pressure. I just over there by the wall, but there's people fishing over there by the wall. Fishing for catfish in 2 inches of water. That bridge is extremely shallow. All my worms back. Thanks. Promise. guess we can move over there by that fountain for a while. Even though it's not on, it's still way, way deeper over there than anywhere else. So. Here, move over there for a minute. I'll check that chat when I get over there, folks. I promise. I know I've been neglecting it for a little while. Just an up and down temps and way more fishing pressure than there should be in this lake right now. And when I start, the channel catfish they start here about this big. So yeah, one of the channel I caught the other day was like 10 times as big as the one they stocked in this lake right now. And people are fishing for them this heavily. Don't make any sense. Backpack. Oh, really? Oh, one of them days. I knew it was. I knew it was, folks. Alright, we're gonna move over there by that fountain. Even though she's not technically flowing, she's still deeper than the rest of the lake. Besides, it seems like wherever I come out, 3 or 4 people circle me. That's all right. It's cool as a shad over here. Those guys hit the crappie jigs. I can mess with them with a little crappie jig. Them little guys are aggressive. They actually hit artificials down here in this lake. Yeah, this thing is usually turned on like a... And I just... I can't believe I left my backup cell phone over there. Son of a gun. You'll get it. Oh, I forget where I put it. Hang on, I'll be right back. Check to make sure it's not in my backpack. And, oh yeah, it's in my backpack. Never mind. That's why I didn't see it on the ground. Okay, that makes more sense now. That makes more sense now. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's get back to some fishing. Oh, I promise I checked the chat. Hang on, folks, let me get my backup cell phone. And I gotta start playing music. And make me reset my spot in chat again. Let's see, 26 people in, 131 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that, my friends. Yeah, we are backed up in chat. Let's see, Teresa says, hello, Tom. Let's see. Audrian says, catch anything? No, not yet. We're starting to get a few bites, though. Let's see. Teresa says, oh, no, Tom. Let's see. Event Grills, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Tom. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribed. Awesome. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see. Chris says he subbed. Awesome. Let's see. Stuart says you're welcome. Let's see. PR says, welcome, everybody. Please subscribe to MBP. Yeah, we're approaching the 5K range. We're trying to get up there, folks. We are pushing every day. All right, let's get back out of here and do some fishing. Hopefully we can break this skunk right now, folks. We haven't caught anything. We've had a few bites. And I've broken down and put worm on. That's how bad it is right now. Oh, that bite. Went in the water. Missed him. Water here. That guy, you guys are in my back. You guys are in my back now. Got him. Finally caught a fish. Hey, I finally caught a fish, folks. Finally broke down and used a worm. We finally got ourselves a cool little like 5-inch bluegill. Took us a while. I think we finally found some active fish today. No skunk. No skunk for sure, folks. All right. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And watch me cast this this crankbait here and get it like a, look at that. Yeah, something just busting through some shad right here. That's what happened with that. It's too shallow over there. I can't even cast a crankbait over there. It looked like about an 8 or 10 inch bass, but I don't know what to do with his bud. I've got a few big night crawlers in here. That could quite possibly draw in a big bass. There's one sitting around. And we finally caught a fish, folks. Let's see if I can catch another one here. It probably has so much big combo on the neck. Let's make it more difficult. Sucker. At least we're getting some bites now, folks. At least we are getting some bites. Get a cell phone over here. All my worms are trying to die in easy ways, so what the heck, let's use them. This soil ain't even that hot. It's just, I don't know why they're trying to die. And of course, the place where I can get fish has got an angle here to where I can't keep my bucket without going over. Where did the day go? Let's see. Show the love to MVP. Awesome, my friend. Let's see. Chris says, thanks, Stewart. Let's see. PR says, welcome everyone. Subscribe. Let's see. Ryan, what's going on? That worm will get you some fish. Hopefully, it will. Let's get out here and see if we can catch some. Like him bobbing on it. Sucker. That whole dang worm off. On it. Got him. Got him. That's our second bluegill of the day, folks. That's a cool male there. That's about 6 inches. Looks like he's been hooked before, too. That's a cool male. That's a cool guy there. Just a cool guy. Looks like he's got some interesting. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. And why? I didn't even touch anything on this. Boy. Let's see. Stuart says you're welcome. And let's see. Let's see. Chris says, where's Tommy? Let's see. Tommy says, in front of Mike. Okay. Let's see. Stuart with a thumbs up. And let's see. Saint says, are you allowed to use the bluegill as bait? They have to be under 5 inches. So Missouri state regulations say your bait fish have to be under like 5 inches. So let's see, we're off camera feed here just a little bit. I noticed that on my last feed, I was like off camera feed, unfortunately, the majority of the time. I don't know why I did that the last trip. It just doesn't seem to get a proper angle. Now I can catch shad down there, actually. All I have to do is pull a crappie jig on, and those shad are actually pretty aggressive. So when they're bedding up, they'll come in and they'll smack at a crappie. A lot of times you'll hook them in the side of the head, but they're still smacking at it. You never hook them in the side or anything. Yeah, I've been waiting for something to hit all day. I'm a little ready to set the hook. There's our third. That's our third bluegill of the day, folks. Number 3. That's another nice little 6-incher. Yeah, that would definitely be over the 5-inch that you could keep for cut bait. See those? They have male colors, ready to spawn. See, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I could try to go down there and see if I can get one of the shad hit. When they're spooled up in the shorelines like that, and they're digging into the mud, they'll hit anything that comes near them. Why don't I take a couple casts with this sucker over here? See if there's anything over here to the left. And that's way too close to the bank. That's just a horrible freaking cast. Not only do I have algae on it, but the treble hook's wrapped around themselves. One design flaw with most crankbaits. You have to have such small hooks that the bait's not going to hold. And if you have too big of hooks, the treble hooks are going to snag themselves. That's why I went to cast the first time. There's just bobber snagged everywhere in this lake right now. You can see how much it's been fished recently. There's like a bobber every 30 or 40 feet down here in this lake. I've got like 20 of them in my bag I've collected today already. One more cast for crankbait. We'll back to work for a minute. Got him. What I got? Fell off. Dang it. That was a good bluegill. Just fell off. Oh, my God. That's a good bluegill, too. Well. I'm going to have to start using my big night crawlers because they all died on me. Look who's down to the right of us. That egret, he wants something to eat, don't he? That's alright, folks. I'm not going to feed him today. Pouring down sweat again. Just picked like ice glass out here right now. There's storms around. Sweat between my glasses. Stick. Want to get a bite on that one? That's stick. Yeah, they're going to wind up all these fish dying in this lake if they don't turn that fountain on. Think about it. This lake is only about 4 feet deep. There's no water flow in the majority of it. They got one bubbler on the end of the lake too. That's not even sufficient to keep the channel catfish they got in this lake alive. Much less the bass, the crappie, the bluegill, the big carp. All these fish are going to die in this lake if they don't turn that dang fountain on. Got him. That's our first green sunfish of the day. The only thing I can get to hit right now is live bait. These bass won't even come up to chase anything at all. Which is extremely rare for this lake. Usually you can catch, no matter how hot it is out here, you can at least catch a few. Man, there's some bad looking storms around, folks. That's our fourth of the day. So we've caught three bluegill, and this is our first green sunfish of the day. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got to get out of that sun for a minute. Even in the shaded part of the sun, it's still too dang hot to take. Wipe the sweat off my brow. Where'd it go? Not the Colonel Flink lens out, don't you? Yeah, even in the sun out here, it's too hot to take. Oh, let me get out here and out of this shade just a little bit back here. Yeah, my backup cell phone is wasn't even on, and it's overheating. I can't even read this chat. Jenny says, "Hi, Fisher." Let's see, Fisher, what's going on? I gotta step back here in the shade to be able to even see the chat. Let's see, Filigrans, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, CJ Outdoors, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, what's going on, my friends. Let's see, Dominic McLean, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Tommy was talking about fish on the eater. In the eater, in the water. Oh, I got it. Let's see, Stuart with the thumbs up still. Awesome, appreciate that. And let's see, Chris, what's going on? Chris says, have a good one, everybody. See you next time. Awesome, I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, 12 people in. Let's see, 138 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, we're going to leave our backup cell phone back here in the shade, unfortunately, because it is too hot out there in the sun. Or I can fish in this stuff, I suppose, or our electronics won't take 95-degree temperatures with a 98% humidity. Not even your best iPhone is going to withstand those types of temps. Sucker. Just as soon as it's in the water again. Got him. Hey, that's our third species of the day. That is a long-eared sunfish. That is not a bluegill or a green sunfish. This is a long-eared sunfish, folks. So this is our all four different species of bluegill in this lake. See how you gotta hold that one, even though she's only about 6 inches long. I can hold her by the mouth. Pretty cool fish. So we've got 3 bluegill, a green sunfish, and this is a long-eared sunfish. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Got him. Yeah, that's a regular bluegill. Well, look at the bright colors on this one's belly. This is our 4th bluegill. These are all on Crappie Man Jig Steve Turner. His jig heads. Look at the colors on that bluegills. Just on that fish's belly. That's a cool guy. That's another about maybe 5.5, 6 inches. Cool guy. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it took us long enough to find some fish, folks, but we finally found some. Yeah, it would make sense. All the fish are over there here where there's just a tiny trickle of water coming in, trying to stay alive. You didn't like that worm. Might not be enough worms left. Another. I knew I had a feeling I should have only brought about 15, 20 worms with me. I wound up, I have about 20 worms die in the bucket right now. Yeah, that isn't a weighted bobber. That's just a regular weightless bobber. The Gibbosa does put out a little bit more weight. Take a couple casts right over here to the edge. Some setting over here, right on the edge. Snagged up. The heck. That's someone's. That's another cast net snagged out there. Yep, good bubbles moving on it. That's not coming off. Yeah, just snapped. Shoot. Yeah, when you lift up on something and all you just see is a gigantic mud spot, that's from a cast net snag. So there's now an area of dead zone around that about 30 feet where everything that comes near that cast net is going to get snagged and die. Wait. There was no way that was coming off. That's like 4 cast nets I snagged today alone in this lake. Now luckily I've only broke off twice. The other 2 times it pulled off. And we have to reset chat again. Let's see, 13 people in, 138 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Alright, we did not get skunked today. Alex, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Alex says cool fish. And Alex says hi. And John says hi. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, what I was using? I was using a small crappie jig. Let's see, John says hi. Let's see, Jenny says, the clouds look scary, Mike. Yeah, I know. I'm starting to get a little worried here myself. Let's see, 17 people in. Let's see, 138 thumbs up. Tell you what, I'd like to cast this one spot over here with at least a bass lure. And then I think we're gonna kind of shut this down. 4 o'clock in the evening. We've had off and on scattered showers. We've gotten lucky. We haven't gotten poured down on. It doesn't look good out here, folks. Humidity is like 98%. I'm gonna put like a spinnerbait on here, take a few casts with her, with that little micro crankbait. Get over there to about that truck over there before we still got a little bit of casting locations to try. But I think it's starting to get a little bit, yeah. Thunder all around us right now, folks. And it looks like everyone left the lake except for these two or three people in front of me over here. Trim up this tag yet on this one. All right. Good. All right. Yeah, these worms are all pretty much dead. Yep. So, yep, they all died. And instead of letting them go to waste, the fish will eat them. Oh well, at least I noticed that before I got them home. So we're just gonna fish this last spot down here, and then we're gonna call it a day. These clouds are getting worse and worse. That's the stuff that's coming towards us, folks. Yeah, that's the stuff that's coming towards us. So just a point of phrase. That ain't the bad stuff. The bad stuff is behind me. Sprinkle again. Oh, yes, we I'm just waiting for one of these bass. These bass are very inactive down here because of this crab. Just to finally get too ticked off at this crankbait by their head smacking. If you've ever been around cats and it gets too hot, they even become, cats are desert animals, and at some point or another, they just become, they won't even move for a bait. They'll just kind of, yeah, that's it. I ain't going for it. That's basically what's happening. There's no oxygen in this lake. They turn the fountain off. There's only one bubble in the entire lake going. Way too many fish in a small lake. Starting to see a few dead catfish down here too. There's 2 or 3 sitting here, and another 3 or 4 down there. Little bluegill hit it. Bing, 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 bing. Fish. One more spot. I think we're going to call her quits. I think we're going to call her quits. One more spot. Yeah, I've been casting for the better part of 4 hours, folks. I only stopped for a couple minutes there to catch a bluegill to kill the skunk. Catch a couple bluegill to kill the skunk. Alright, I was going to cast in the other direction, but this guy's got 6 rods cast out the lake to the other, so I guess this will have to do for our last spot. I guess this will have to do for our last spot. Up. That's how long it takes for the crankbait to the bottom. Pretty far deep, drag the bottom. Wind's starting to pick up. That's the death sign. Come to get us. I think we're going to call her. Let me go back over here and get to my other cell phone so we can hand her up properly. There's like, I usually have like 15 spots to fish down to our left, but 2 people have got those 15 spots filled up with 3 rods scattered over a good 30 yards. We're not fishing the river here, folks. You can't cast from one side of the lake without taking up the whole side of the lake. Besides, the majority of your fish are right by the bank anyway. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna set her up here, right here with this edge. And let me make sure I give our goodbyes for the evening. Let's see, 14 people and 145 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that, my friends. Let's see, Path, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Appreciate it. What's going on, my friend? And Raspberry's still in the house. Raspberry says hi, John. And John, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we are just closing her down, folks. Let's see, just about 3.5 hours of bass fishing today. We didn't catch any bass, but we did get a few bluegill, green sunfish, and long ears. Let's see, yes sir, 145 thumbs up, Danny. Yeah, we're gonna shut her down, folks. I think that's about it for the day. Those clouds are getting very, very menacing. We already got rained on once. Appreciate everyone coming in. Thanks, Tommy Stamina. Thanks, Diamond. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. I'm just going to have my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one, my friends. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.